All right, good afternoon and welcome back to Des Moines Junior Bucs Hockey. We got your white team here wearing white with red breezers playing against the Shakopee Sabres in black with red and white accents. This team did lose to the team we beat this morning, but in their game this morning they played pretty well against a team that we barely beat yesterday. So this one will be kind of up for grabs. We'll see who sets the pace and who's able to keep momentum. Depending on how this game is played, we'll either be in the championship tomorrow or not. Let me run through the roster for you guys real quick. We got number 14, Quinn Baker. Number 13, Asa Bentz. 11, Redford Dupass. Number 5, Carson Follis. Number 1, Sawyer Goldie. 20, Graham Hildebrandt. 87, Xander Marin. Number 9, Luke McDaniel. 46, Taylor Pembroke. 77, Tucker Smith. 37, Liam Story. 54, Xander Van Tilburg. 82, Brock Welch. And 88, Levi Yohe. Warming up right now, number 10, PJ Brown will probably be in net for this one. 44, Elliot Buckland recorded a shutout this morning. I know PJ, after the game yesterday, was a little torn up he'd had. And I'll tune back in with you before the game starts. All right, geared up, ready to go. Starting lineup, Yohe at center. McDaniel and Dupass be the wingers on defense. Asa Bentz, Xander Marin, and PJ Brown in net. First puck's down, it's won by Levi's. He brings it into the zone. Quick shot blocked. Quick winning of the face-off and a quick shot from 88 both. Big collision back there. And Shakopee Sabres pick that one up, trying to clear. Ben's keeping it in twice. And connects with Dupass. Dupass gets a shot. And then a rebound goes behind. Marin keeping it in on the blue line on the near side. Backhand shot doesn't sink. Follis with it. And This one gets by Bentz. Marin's going to track this one down before it gets to the line. Picks it up around the back of the net. Right up the side, traffic in front, carries it himself instead of passing. All the way around, getting a shot, and a rebound just sent wide and deep. Paula stops him on the line, and Marin keeps it in. That's Smith making a shot. Hildebrandt centering. Sabres trying to control. Like Smith shoved Hildebrandt there into the boards. One goes down. Sabres come away with the puck, clearing it out. Baker keeps it in. Long shot incoming, and goalie gobbles that one up. Some quick offensive pressure. At least 4 shots off at the outset here. Story trying to bring it in, get a shot off. It's in the corner after it hits a defender. Gets it to the middle, but Goldie can't get the shot off. And then they bring it. Bentz back on D, trying to come off on the puck. Around the back, Van Tilburg with it. Bounces it up to Redford. Redford to Yohe. Into the zone, 2-on-1. Pass goes behind Redford there. Picks it up with speed. Getting around everyone, looking to center. Taps it off to McDaniel, and they sink it. Number 9, number 11. Back door is wide open after he skated in a circle. Marin and Baker on D. Yohe at center, wins the faceoff. Marin taps the puck off, they regain. Then he clears it up to do pass here. Cross-ice pass by Shakopee, and they'll bring it into the zone. Marin taps it around the back, picked up. Oh, dangerous there. Gotta look before you make those blind passes. Shakopee regains it on the blue line, keep it in. Marin taps it around. Redford picking it up in the corner. Pass, loses it. They try to center. Marin picks this puck up and brings it in. Gets cut off from the puck. Too many men to beat. Trying to keep it in on the blue line far side. Centers out. Like Hildebrandt collided with the player. Smith trying to come in and steal. Get tied up. Marin edges off a player. Taps it back to Follis. Follis to Smith. Smith collides with the player at center. Follis coming away with the puck, though. It taps out of reach, but somehow, it's like Hildebrandt sunk that one. Second goal of the game is Hildebrandt from Follis. I think I missed a save earlier for PJ. I'll put that in now. Wallace, Hildebrandt, Goldie on forward. Tanner Van Tilburg, Taylor Pembroke on D. Wallace loses the face-off, but they regain it. I think that was Goldie to Wallace, who just brings it in. Can't get around all the D. They cut him off from the puck and steal it. Trying to clear, kept in by Van Tilburg. Hildebrandt with it in the corner. Dumping it around the back. Sabres pick it up. Hildebrandt tried to steal. They take it back this way. Pass across, picked off by Story. Story loses it. Goldie steals it back. Brings it up. Making a shot. Rebound sits there. No one can touch. And now it'll come out. Shakopee brings it in. And Tilburg ties up a player. Looks like Welch. Trying for a cross-ice pass. Connects with Story. Story gets around the 1D man. Shot off the post. It's sitting in front. Goldie couldn't come in and get the shot off. The rebound's picked up by the Sabres. They cleared out. Pembroke. Cross-ice to Goldie. Goldie has three players converge on him. Makes space for himself. Spinning in the corner. Takes it up high. Sends it towards the net. And two players send it to the corner. Centered again. Marin with it. His shot hits a stick and doesn't get through. And kept in neutral by Goldie. And Marin back to Goldie. It's hard for me to keep track when I'm in the corner where the camera's at. Shakopee brings it in after they steal it. A hook and a penalty called. And PJ jumps down on it. Sorry, penalty kill for us. Save for PJ Brown. And we'll go on the first penalty kill of the game with just under 7 minutes left in the first. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Gives it to Shakopee. Shakopee's shot goes behind. Yohe controls, tries to clear, gets it around, sends it for icing. Minute 16 left on the penalty kill for Des Moines here. Let's say Yohe won that one. Got it back to Bentz. Bentz to Redford. Redford gets it past center ice. Pass, shot wide. Looked like he just dumped it around the back. Shakopee controls. He'll bring it out. Marin and Bentz rushing back on D. Bentz with it. Bentz brings it in front. Pass off to Yohe. Yohe single taps it across to Redford. And a shift change. Like Redford passed it back looking for Marin. Marin wasn't there. Bentz with it. Bentz cross to Smith. Marin rushes up with him. A shot right in front. And a good block by their goalie. Shot from Tucker Smith there. 18 seconds left on the penalty kill. 5:47 left in the first. Des Moines Junior Bucs up 2-0. Wallace at center. Him and Smith out there for the offensive line. Baker keeps it in on the blue line. Looked like Wallace lost the face-off. Sabres bring it out. Then Tilburg forces him up high, and he fanned on his shot there. Follis controls in the corner and has some space, so he uses it. Pass hits a player in front of him. And tries to connect to Smith. Smith to Baker. Baker back to Smith, but sends it for icing. They wave it off. Shakopee gets there. We are back to even strength. Shakopee trying to clear, kept in by Xander Van Tilburg. Dumped deep to the corner. Shakopee with it. Up to do pass. They get around him. He slows one down, but then Shakopee brings it in. They send it towards the net. And looks like it goes wide. Then Tilburg to Hildebrandt to Follis. Follis brings it in. Breakaway for him. Two men behind. And sinks it. Follis from... Gosh, I didn't see the assist. I know I just said it. Brain already forgot. But Follis with the goal. Can at least put that in there. Can always update it later if somebody wants me to. None of this is official anyways. Liam Story at center for the faceoff. Loses it. Comes back to Pembroke on the line. Marin forces the puck off to the corner. Has it back up high, looking for a shot from the point. Broken up by Pembroke. Another one. Like that one hit Pembroke in the back. Story sends it around to Welch. Welch controls. Takes it out. Tried to center. Puck ends up back this side. Pembroke picks up the pieces behind the net. Gets around one. Backhand pass up to Goldie. Can't clear. Story can't clear either. Marin is able to get it out. Shakopee with it. Story applying pressure. And the pass connects. Shakopee far side. Goldie can't control. Marin skates through his stick. Forces the puck back. They send it back to the corner. Marin has it. Can't get around either of the two men that were here. Pins him against the boards. Story coming away. Caught in his skates. Centers. Can't get the shot off. Welch gets it out of the zone. Connects with Goldie. Goldie has it stripped and they bring it back in. Skate around Marin. And shot and save from PJ Brown there, number 10. Able to get it out of the zone. Sticks on the ice there. 5 players digging for the puck. Yohe semi-controls it and sends it in. Like Dupass lost his skates. And maybe an interference call should have been called. Nothing is. Pass across. Bentz with it. Bentz dumps it to the corner and resets back to his spot. McDaniel in the corner. Gets pinned. Sends it back to Yohe. Yohe looked like that hurt him a bit. He's up and skating now. Xander Van Tilburg sends it in. Shakopee picks it up, brings it out. Bends back on D. Van Tilburg comes in from the side, forces the puck around the back. Van Tilburg here sends it up far boards. Redford has the stick lifted, gets it back down, controls the puck. 2-on-1. Dupass with McDaniel and a pass just out of reach. Hits the far boards. McDaniel controls in the corner, kicks it to himself. Across to Follis. Follis shot just over. Shakopee brings it out. They're going to get around Bentz here. Oh, good play. A couple of the players keep it out. Another one, tough angle though, wouldn't have gone in. And then back to middle. Bentz controlling, brings it out. Minute 24 left. Shakopee steals. Hildebrandt coming away with it, comes across up high. Baker keeping it in. Bouncing puck. Looks like Smith. Hildebrandt sinks it. 20 from 77 with a minute 5 left. take the Bucs up 4-0. Follis won the face-off, but Shakopee Sabres steal it. The clock's not running. Shakopee tried to get a shot. Looked like a good block. And the clock is not running. Follis getting the puck, can't get a shot off. Looks like we're getting an extra 3 minutes of play here. Now it's running. 1 minute remaining in the first. There's probably 2 or 3 minutes of play there without the clock. Hildebrandt leans a shoulder down for a check. No penalty called. Shakopee with it. Comes out to Pembroke here. Pembroke dumps it towards the net, and the goalie jumps down on it. Pembroke keeping it on the blue line, 30 seconds left. Comes out to Story. Story to Marin. Marin's pass hits a skate. He picks it back up. Taps it off to Welch. Marin gets it back. Couldn't control it. Has it now. 10 seconds left. He's got a man on his back. And his pass is intercepted again, but Goldie connects, and that'll do it for the first. After 1 period of play, Junior Bucs are up 4-0. Elliot Buckland's been struggling all game to try to jump over the boards with his goalie pads on. Struggling to do so. Alright, second period should be up and ready. 13 minutes up on the clock. Forwards, I see Redford Dupas, Levi Yohe, and Luke McDaniel defense. Xander Marin and Ethan Bentz out there. Face-off is won by Yohe. Quickly stolen back, dumped deep by Shakopee. Marin with it in the corner. Around the back it goes. Looking for a wraparound. And I'm going to say 2 saves and a push right there. And Marin heads to the box. Follows at center. Loses the face-off. That sounded like it got on net. Shakopee with it behind the back of ours. Looking for a pass up high. Shot hits a defender in front, and Follis comes away with it. Pass to Smith. Smith struggling to control. Shot I thought went in, but went off the side of the net. Shakopee takes it in. Long angled shot, doesn't see the net. That one right in front looked like a backdoor attempt. Follis with it again, clearing it out. They steal it at center. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill for Des Moines. Cleared out by Van Tilburg. Shakopee controlling, dumps it in. Baker should be there, far corner. Kept in on the blue line. Shakopee with it, bring it back in. Centering pass, doesn't get the shot. I think that was Goldie to Follis. Follis brings it across. We're back to even strength, and the goalie jumped down on it. Goldie steals the puck back in neutral. Gets tripped. And onto the power play, Des Moines goes. Under 11 minutes in the second. Power play unit here. Welch, Goldie, Yoki on defense. Benson, Pembroke. 88 wins the faceoff, gets it to Welch. Welch can't get the shot off. Yoki controlling, centering. Goldie can't do anything with it. And Shakopee takes it out. Stolen back. Pass misses his man. Bentz picks it up in the corner. And long cross-ice pass connects with Goldie. Goldie gets to the puck. He's in the corner. Passes back. Pembroke with it. Long shot and a glove save. .53 seconds left on the power play for Des Moines here. Follis, Redford. And it looked like McDaniel goes back to Baker. Baker tried to get it across to do pass to dump it in. Couldn't get the shot. Centers back to Pembroke. Deflected. No, that was Baker, but it didn't get on net. Puck tracked down behind. Tried to pass. Baker around the back. Pass struggles to control. Follis with it. Follis back to Marin. Marin gets around one. Shot. And blocked by the goalie there. Marin cuts him off. Now he brings it in. A bunch of players collide. Marin looking for his stick. They dump it in. And offsides. We are back to even strength. It looks like they're going to drop it over here. Offsides maybe from across the center line. Yogi at center for the faceoff. Wins it. Back to Bentz. Smith struggling to control. Comes out to 54, Xander Van Tilburg. His shot hit in front. They pick up the pieces on a breakaway. Van Tilburg rushing back. Great defensive play to knock the puck off. I think that was Welch to Yoki to Smith. Smith's shot is blocked. The rebound is behind. Welch with it up high, dumps it deep. Pass by Shakopee, picked off by Yoki against the boards. Now to Goldie. Goldie's shot bouncing in front. The goalie's yelling at defender, don't steal the puck from him. And another shot here from Welch. Four to 0 is the score. 8:11 left in the second. Paulus at center for the faceoff. They control their mouth guards go in their mouth. Goldie has to remove his chin strap to get it in there. Marin also struggling to get it in as well. 4 players with their mouth guards stuck on a mask instead of in their mouth. Paulus loses the faceoff. Shakopee with it, just in front. Pass around Hildebrandt, they control and bring it out. Tried to dump it, picked off by, looked like Pembroke. Pembroke to Paulus. Paulus back to Hildebrandt. Shot goes behind. The goalie struggled to keep it in his glove. Aaron and Pembroke rush back on D. Pickpocketed and dumped in. That'll go for icing though. Story at center for the faceoff. Wins it, sends it back to Pembroke. Pembroke sends it around the length. Back to center ice. Marin coming away with it here. Shot misses just high. A couple inches high and wide there. They dump it in, chase it around the back. Comes up to Smith. Smith can't control. Marin to Story. To Smith. Smith tried to kick it, lost his skates. A little slow to get up. He fell hard. Pembroke with it around the back. Passes it to himself off the boards. Gets around another defender. Got 3 to beat. And the first one steals this one as soon as he brings it into the zone. Shift change for the D. And a penalty coming against number 46, it looks like. They wave off icing. Baker touches. Oh, they waved off. I guess he was raising his hand for icing. It wasn't a penalty. My apologies. Like behind the play, there might have been a push. McDaniel coming away with the puck here. 6:15 left in the second. He brings it into the zone. 2 men shove him off the puck. They drop it behind. Leave it for Yoki. Yoki shot tries to go 5-hole. Second shot. And McDaniel sinks it. So 2 shots from Yoki and a goal from McDaniel. That should make the clock start to run. Paulus center for the faceoff. Wins it. Back to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg to the pass, doesn't connect. DePass with it now. Brings it around the front. Spins in the corner. Passes back to Baker. 2 Shakopee players collide. Pass across to Van Tilburg, doesn't connect. Can't keep it in, but shoves the puck off. And offsides is the call here. Big breakaway opportunity. Maybe Dupas was across that line just too early. And with the 5-goal lead, the clock does run. Wallace still at center. Wins it to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt loses it. But a pass almost intercepted by Smith. Contested and neutral there. And they bring it in. Hildebrandt sends him to the corner. Centering pass, picked up, but couldn't get the shot off. From up high, deflected. Good save from PJ there. Still close to the crease. Goes off the skate now. Hildebrandt's going to try to send it out. And this one into the zone and dropped. Smith with it. Smith shot over the shoulder, unassisted goal. And number 77. Puck was dropped for him right in front. Just had to make one move and get the shot off. Hard to block that over the shoulder bar down shot. Some of these kids are starting to master at this age level. .88 at center for the faceoff. Welch is on the wrong side. Lines up right. Yohe wins it across to McDaniel. McDaniel brings it in. And that shot sunk by 88. Shot from McDaniel. It's sunk by 88. Puck's down. Lost by Yohe. Cross ice behind their man. And they get it on net. PJ jumps down on it. Three minutes left. Clock continues to run. Wallace at center for the faceoff. Wins it to the corner. Around the back it goes. Redford couldn't clear it out. Bentz can. Bentz to Follis. Follis to Bentz. Backhand shot blocked. Rebound picked up by Goldie. Takes it to the corner and has it stripped. Shakopee with it just in front, around the back of the net. Trying to clear, kept in by Pembroke. Pembroke shot, hits a player, and ends up near corner. Shakopee trying to clear, they get it out. Bentz with it in neutral. Bentz to Follis. Follis brings it in. Tried to pass it across traffic, and Shakopee comes away with it. Bentz sends him wide, forces the puck behind the net. Pembroke dumps it up. Go for icing if it gets there. They wave it off. The Sabres get there just as it hits the line. Pass connects. Bentz sends it across. Bentz collects again as they try to bring it in. Kept in a second time. Yohe now trying to clear. Can't do it. And this one squeaks out. Shakopee with it. Lefty to right. Deflected. It looked like offsides to me. No call. Smith gets tripped and into the boards hard. No call. Sword fighting just in front of us. Welch's. And Bentz steals it. Dumps it for icing. About 35 seconds left. That clock continues to run. Follows at center. Loses the face-off. Sent towards the net. Doesn't get through. And this one comes out. That McDaniel centering pass picked off. He steals it back in the corner. Spins back this way. He gets shoved and then cross-checked. No calls. Hildebrandt to McDaniel. Doesn't connect, and that'll do it for the second period. 1 period left to play. Junior Bucs up 7-0. Tune back in with you for the third. All right, set up, ready to go for the third. 13 minutes up there, should be a running clock. Liam Story at center for the faceoff. Goldie and Welch as wingers. See Baker out there. I can't see the other number. Maybe Van Tilburg. Faceoff is won by Story. Baker loses it. Van Tilburg up the boards. Bouncing puck goes to Welch. Welch controls, taps to himself, clears it out. Brought into the zone. Story with the shot. Glove down. Couldn't keep it in his glove though. Rebounds taken behind the net and brought out by Shakopee. Goldie steals, sends it in. Shakopee collects it. Sends it across. Baker tries to steal. They pick it back up and dump it in. And PJ won't take any chances. He'll cover that. Mouth guards are back in the face mask after Follis loses the face-off. Smith steals the puck at the blue line but can't clear it out. Smith controls. Taps it across to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt with it in the corner. Can't control. Sabres with it behind their net. Pass it up. Goes back to Marin. Marin looking for a pass. Connects to Hildebrandt. His shot hits a defender. Doesn't get on. Forced to the corner. Back out to Bentz. Bentz to Marin. Marin spins with it and dumps it around as he has pressure on him. Goes back to him. Sends it back. Shoved off the puck, actually. Shakopee controls. Hildebrandt steals it off to Smith. Caught in skates, and Sabres bring it out. Marin shoved the puck into the corner. Bentz picked up centering pass. Dangerous, almost connected to a man on the blue line. McDaniel gives a little shove, and Dupas can't control it. McDaniel across to Bentz. Bentz brings it in himself. Gets a shot off. Goalie sends it to the corner. In the corner, goes back to Marin up high at the point. Marin to Bentz. Bentz can't control. Leaves the zone. No icing. Yohe pins him against the boards. Passes off to Redford. He passed with it. McDaniel on the far side. And taps it off for him. McDaniel with it. Tried to send it on net. Went wide. Shakopee trying to control it behind their net here. Pass, shoves it off. Sends it back the other way. Controls in the corner. Pass across to Marin. Marin shot. Oh, just over the top. And then off the backboard. Sunk in. I think 87 got his assist there. Trying to see who got the goal. I think it was Redford. 11 from 87. Under 9 minutes left. Clock continues to run. Fallis wins the faceoff to Pembroke. Pembroke brings it across and dumps it in. Sabres had it behind their net. Pass goes back to Pembroke. Pembroke didn't get through traffic. Sabres with it behind their net. Dump it around. Kept in by Van Tilburg on the line. Van Tilburg. I think that was to Welch. To Fallis. Welch falls down behind the play. Pass comes across to him just out of reach after he struggled to get up. Welch to Van Tilburg. Back to Welch. Back to Van Tilburg. Back and forth it goes. Leaves the zone. Fallis. Pass to Goldie. Just out of reach for him. Pinned against the boards there. Sabres send it to length. Wave off icing. Van Tilburg picks it up in the corner. Up off the boards. Missed Welch. And they call offsides. Probably a good thing because Fallis was looking for that breakaway. 7.5 minutes left in the third period here. Junior Bucs up 8-0. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Wins it to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt to Smith. Smith gets around some men looking for a shot. Spins around the back. And a hook. They're just going to call the hook here. Looked like there might have been a trip as well. They could give him a penalty shot, but they won't. Bentz and Baker on D here for the penalty kill. Hildebrandt and Yohe on offense. Yohe at center for the faceoff. Wins it off to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt gets it out of the zone. Can't get around a D-man there. Dumps it in. Offsides by Hildebrandt. Offensive shift change as the penalty winds down with this running clock. Bentz sends it in. No icing since he was on this side, or on that side of the ice. Sabres with it behind their net, up the boards, goes back to Bentz. Bentz taps it around and chases it to the corner. Bentz to Welch. Welch trying to center, hits a stick. Sabres with it behind. Baker back on D. And they pass out of reach for his winger. Bentz picking it up in our corner. Tapped it off the boards. They pick it up. Bentz gets it back, kicks it to himself, trying to clear. Gives it right to him at the point. Shot wide. Baker with it in the corner. He's got 2 men in front. Puck goes high. Welch missed it. Sabres get it back. Shot. Glove save from PJ. Looked like that was going to the corner, so good thing he put his glove up, and we are back to even strength. .88 at center for the faceoff. Puck's down. He wins it. We'll say he won it. Goldie taking it out of the zone. Sabres bring it in. Yohe sends the puck deep. Yohe collects, pass up to McDaniel, doesn't connect. Sent to the corner by Marin. Marin tried to lean back, lost his balance, fell in the corner, kicks it up to Yohe. Yohe trying to clear, kept it on the line. And that shot hits McDaniel in the shin, jumps out of the zone. They got to reset, and they dump it back in. Back to Marin. Marin gets it around one and clears the zone after Goldie assists. And offsides is the call here. Under 4 minutes to play, more like 3.5 by this time the puck drops. Follows at center. Wins it back to Baker. Baker back to Follis, bringing it in. Cross to Welch. Welch shot. Goalie jumped down on it. Follis loses this face-off, though. It's pinned against the boards. They get around Pembroke. Baker rushing back. Stop the play. Pass gets tripped up. I'm not sure he tripped over a stick. Follis brings it into the offensive zone for us. He gets hooked and goes down, and we'll go on the power play. And the longer they wait to put that penalty up there, the longer we'll be on a power play for. They didn't even put it up there. The faceoff is won by Follis. Smith, Baker, back to Smith. Now the power play is up on the boards. Wraparound, looked for by Yohe. Two players collide, look like they tripped each other. Baker keeps it in, across to Hildebrandt, a little too hot to handle. Sends it around the back. Smith is there after a Sabre player loses his skates. Sends it on net, like it hit a defender. Baker to Hildebrandt. Has it sent to the boards. They try to clear. Ooh, gets by Pembroke too. Baker back on D, sends him wide. And he tried to send it on net, doesn't get there. Rebound off the near boards, sent by Pembroke. He clears, gives it back to him on their side. And they dump it in. Baker will pick it up here. Makes space, pass across to Follis, connects. Brings it right in. Couldn't get the shot though. 10 seconds left on the power play for Des Moines. And the player's hurt. .30 seconds left in the game. Sabers holding his leg. Not putting any weight on it as he goes off. Too many men out there for Iowa. 30 seconds left. Wallace wins the face-off, though, and he'll carry it out of the zone. Barely controlling it to the corner. 15 seconds now. Sabers coming out with it. Long shot. Blocked up by the goalie. They wave it off. Buzzer was about at the same time. And 3 wins on the weekend. We'll probably play in the championship tomorrow morning. I'll update Sideline when I get the time and the opponent. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope to see you tomorrow.